Joining us now with an exclusive update is Robert Scott Bell.
Thanks again, Michael. Always great to be back with the Savage Nation audience and, of course, the message of freedom, basically underwriting and overriding hopefully everything here, because the federal government seems to want to override freedom as it existed from the dawn of the American Republic here. And this week we have someone who never met in Congress here, never met a dietary supplement that he actually liked, and probably never met a drug he didn't. That's right, Henry Waxman. Congressman from, I guess, the L.A. area, Southern California. You know, it's always surprising to me how much the Hollywood left doesn't pay attention to what Congress is doing to remove their freedoms just as much as it does the people on the right side of the equation being more conservative. And in this case, Waxman has done something very interesting in the guise of, no, not health care reform, but finance reform. The Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act of 2009, H.R. 4173, just passed the House of Representatives. Now, if you think this is a reform akin to health care reform of Obama, you're probably about right. It doesn't do squat to really change things, except what's interesting about Waxman, who's never been a friend to natural health or health freedom advocates, he snuck in something into this House of Representatives bill that is really disgusting.
What is that?
I think this sneak provision that Waxman put in is particularly onerous, especially because it's not even in a health bill. He tried to sneak it into a health refining the not even welfare. Of course, we could say it's corporate welfare for big finance, but again, a financial reform bill. And there was something going back in the history, just to give your listeners an up-to-date here. In 1994, Congress passed the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act. And this was due to a large outcry. More people, millions in fact, faxes, cards, letters, phone calls to Congress than any time since Vietnam. And that caused Congress to sit up, take notice, and they kind of put restrictions on the FDA that it couldn't treat dietary supplements as if they're drugs. And, of course, if they were drugs, we'd want them pulled off the market because the drugs are killing hundreds of thousands of people every year. So what does Waxman do? He decides, well, I'm going to put something in there that will allow the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, to do an end around the FDA. And I'm no big fan of the FDA because the things they approve are so dangerous and the things they want to get rid of are largely safe. But this congressman, he's chair of the House Energy and Commerce Committee and includes health as a subcommittee, wants supplements regulated like drugs. You know, the little bit of good that they can do, we want to regulate them like drugs, which you think, well, that should be good, regulate them like drugs. And, of course, the death rate would go up from zero, as we know with the drug annual rate of death, due to many studies, some included, we've talked about, published in the Journal of the American Medical Association. So he put this little clause in there that gives the FTC authority to basically ignore the will of the people in this case, and the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act, known as DSHEA, and regulate, basically write new rules.
This is unbelievable to me.
We don't like what you're saying about that supplement, so we're going to make you do human clinical trials. Has it killed anybody? No, it didn't kill anybody. Are you speaking truthfully? Yes, you're speaking truthfully. You're using the peer-reviewed publications, the journals, the medical journals as your alibi. But that you would dare to actually tell the people the truth about your supplement, now the FTC can come in and basically just say, well, sorry, we don't have to listen to the FDA, we don't have to listen to the DSHEA, we don't have to listen to Congress, because Henry Waxman just gave us the authority to wipe out an entire segment of the U.S. economy. They get one man taking over the entire United States and all of the commerce.
Mm-hmm.